The guy was just making a delivery, but he accidentally triggered the company's top security system as the order was about to overrun. He had to break in to avoid being fined. One wrong step and his life would be in jeopardy. But in the end, he made it through the security system without a hitch. As soon as he entered the lobby of the villa, he was alerted that the order was about to expire, so he rushed upstairs. The moment he pushed open the door of the conference room on the top floor, the vice president was shocked. In order to drive the CEO out of office today, he has put in place top-notch security inside and outside the building. He didn't expect a small courier to break in, but the guy had no time for him. He rushed to find the recipient and asked the CEO to sign for the delivery. If he gets fined, he won't have money to buy his daughter a birthday present. But the CEO, who was about to be ousted, was in no mood for such trivialities. She immediately told him to wait at the door. At this moment, he could see that the CEO was in trouble, so in order to get her to sign, he said that the CEO could help her solve any problem by signing. This immediately made everyone at the scene think that he was a fool, because the CEO not only didn't get the invitation to the Dragon Banquet held by the world's top power Regulus sect in Zhangcheng, the project she invested in has even lost several $100 million, so the board of directors decided to kick her out. But then the young man showed up. He said it's easy to handle. Not only can you make a few $100 million to make up for his loss, but he can also help him get an invitation to the Dragon Banquet. This made the CEO curious about him. She gave him 10 seconds to convince herself, but he said the reason why they lost money was because someone was behind it. So he suggested to withdraw all investments and invest in a project codenamed Zero in Zhangcheng. Everyone laughed at him. They said the project was a bottomless pit that could never be filled, but he didn't think so. This project is losing money. Xianyuan sect will definitely pay attention to the finances when they move into Zhangcheng. When the time comes, this project will be revitalized. Not only will it save the group's losses, but it'll also get Regulus attention. That's a great idea. The CEO listened to him and instructed her assistant to invest in the project codenamed Zero. The CEO also signed for the boy's order. Unexpectedly, he just walked out of the company and found out that there's a problem with the wages at the construction site. When he arrived at the site, he saw all the workers kneeling on the ground with bruises. He didn't wait for his wife to ask him about the situation, but she got out of the rich kid's car. The woman didn't bother to hide the fact that he had found out. She said she'd had enough of him for a long time. This courier who can't give him anything. But the rich kid helped him get $1 billion investment from Regulus sect and threw out the divorce papers he had prepared. After seeing the woman's ugly face, he signed the divorce papers without hesitation. Unbeknownst to him, the woman will regret this decision for the rest of her life. It turns out that the guy's identity is not simple. He's the Xian Di of the Xianyuan clan. He was too powerful and shattered the dragon pillar, so he had no choice but to return to the world. The reason he was so devoted to her was that 6 years ago, he had mistakenly consumed dragon's blood, lost his mind, and forcibly took his wife and let her give birth to a daughter. So the boy has always been indebted to his wife, until yesterday when he found out that the true dragon pillar had been reintroduced. So he is going to organize his daughter's birthday in a luxurious hotel in Zhangcheng. At that time, he will reveal his identity and come back to the world. He even asked his men to prepare $1 billion for his wife to give her a surprise, but he didn't realize that this would become the reason for his wife to betray him. At the same time, the female president also got the news. Not only did they make back all their losses, but they even managed to get in touch with the Regulus sect. He immediately thought that this little courier who gave her advice was not simple, so he ordered his secretary to investigate his identity. The next day, he attended his daughter's birthday party in full costume, but he was ridiculed by everyone. His wife told him to leave.